As we close down on the month of August and we are heading into September, Tokyo Game Show is right around the corner. And lo and behold, Capcom just decided to confirm that they will be indeed hosting a brand new Capcom digital presentation event for the aforementioned Tokyo Game Show here in 2023. So today, not only do I want to go over pretty much all of the details that we have directly from Capcom, link in the description below for their official, not just their social media posts, but also the brand new official CapcomGames.com website with the Capcom Tokyo Game Show digital presentation information and all of the games they will be showcasing. Within that page, not only are you going to find that they are going to be talking about Monster Hunter Now, but they are teasing major game reveal situations happening as well. Now, all of this is in Japanese, and by the time that I presume the North American Capcom official pages decide to talk about this, we might end up get different wording. They might not necessarily want to tease that they're actually going to showcase something new. I can't speak for what they want to do, but hopefully once they do that, I'm also going to be updating the link in the description below for their Western post, because I assume they're going to be talking about this. This is going to be a worldwide event. And of course, all of this is just to say Monster Hunter Generation 6 is most likely going to end up being revealed here. I don't have any direct confirmation from insider sources or anything of that sort, but of course, that is pretty much exactly what we can expect. So as far as the updates are concerned, they originally posted in their Japanese social media Twitter pages that they are going to be hosting a Tokyo Game Show 2023 digital presentation and a physical presentation event as well. So there's two separate things happening, and I want to try to go over all the details. First and foremost, the thing that's most likely everyone is going to be tuning into, the online digital presentation. It's called Tokyo Game Show's 2023 Capcom Online Showcase. This is going to be taking place on September 21st. So this video is going to be going up on August 18th. So we're about a month and 3 days away from this essentially taking place. It's going to be on September 21st at 11 p.m. Japanese time, which according to some current location times, we're looking at a 10 a.m. stream here on the East Coast, 7 a.m. on the West Coast. So on September 21st, we're going to be looking at a 10 a.m. digital presentation here on the West Coast, on the East Coast, 7 a.m. on the West Coast here for the North American audiences. They are confirming as of right now that they are going to be talking regarding Resident Evil 4 Remake's VR mode on the PlayStation VR 2. They are going to be talking about Street Fighter 6 with a brand new showcase for presumably a DLC character. They're also talking about Exo Primal new DLC information that is going to be revealed there as well. They're also talking about the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy, which I believe are Ace Attorney 4, 5, and 6. I've not played those games, so I'm certainly interested in that. And lastly, of the games that are officially revealed as of right now, again, a month and 3 days before the original actual presentation airs, Monster Hunter Now. Of course, the game will be out by this point in time. It will be about a week or so. I believe it launches on September 14th, officially worldwide. Remember, there is that pre-play period in certain countries as of right now, but worldwide, Monster Hunter Now will be available by that point in time, and it will be out probably around a week or so. So expect a full-on trailer showcasing some maybe roadmap details, which we presume will end up happening maybe before Tokyo Game Show, but we don't necessarily know. The timing on that is going to be TBD as of right now. I don't want to really speak on what their plans are because I've heard some things, but I don't really have much of confirmation on anything, so I don't really want to get into that. But we do believe that there's going to be a roadmap being showcased for Monster Hunter Now before launch, again, September 14th. So we should be expecting something along the lines of that happening before then. Maybe they'll actually showcase some of the monsters that they're going to tease and set a roadmap heading into the launch on the 14th. I can't speak to that. I don't want to say that I confirm or actually trusted sources. I don't really want to get into that right now because I don't really know. I've heard some things, but I can't really speak on that as of right now. Then on their website themselves, they pretty much go over all those details, and they also mention that there's going to be a real venue scheduled event as well on September 21st, heading into the 22nd, pretty much the entire business desk of Tokyo Game Show, and September 20 through September 23rd, pretty much all day. So they're going to be showcasing all of the aforementioned games through their actual physical like location there in Japan at the Tokyo Game Show, actually physical event. So if you actually live in Japan, or you're going to be around there visiting for media sources or whatever information that you expect them to showcase, they will have physical things there as well. One of the things that I did specifically see them post regarding Monster Hunter, and I don't want to delve deep into any of the other games because, again, this is not a video about Resident Evil or Street Fighter or Ace Attorney or Exo Primal. I mostly want to talk about Monster Hunter because there's just so much to talk about. They did talk about there's going to be a specific demo being showcased for Monster Hunter Now, again, the mobile game, at Tokyo Game Show and Gamescom as well. Link in the description below for that, because I did see them confirm that on another tweet as well. So that's pretty much the main information they got there. Then on the website, they talk about when they showcase the Tokyo Game Show online program events, Capcom's online program. They'll deliver the latest information for Capcom. Stay tuned for more news. Expect big reveals. And that is the teaser, right? They're not necessarily saying we're going to reveal Monster Hunter Generation 6. They're not saying we're going to reveal or showcase or tease, maybe news on Resident Evil 9 or anything like that. They're not saying any of those things. What they are saying is expect big reveals. So as of right now, pretty much everything that we got to go by, based on some of the aforementioned videos, which I know got a lot of traction as of late, both on good and bad. I saw a lot of people saying that even though I'm literally, linking sources on my videos, again, I like to be as accurate as possible. When I was talking about the Capcom fiscal report just happening back in July, that Capcom is literally talking about them releasing a major game before March of 2024, which we expect there to be Monster Hunter Generation 6, World 2, whatever, naming conventions aside, that's not really the point. It's just the next mainline game. Capcom is already talking about big major reveals happening for unannounced games that we don't necessarily know anything as of yet. So pretty much all their big reveals for the rest of this year have been already confirmed. We don't expect anything to happen in 2023, but heading into 2024, early months before March, we should be expecting something big to happen. And the fact that their fiscal reports speak about that in their actual fiscal sources, and now their Tokyo Game Show presentation teases big major unannounced reveals, pretty much tells me that yes, this is indeed the time. Now, of course, there's always going to be that caveat. It could be Devil May Cry. A lot of people have spoken about that potentially being a thing. I've made a separate video about Capcom in those same fiscal reports, talking about them considering new ideas for the next mainline Mega Man game. I spoke about that at length on another separate video. I should leave a link in the description below for that if you guys are interested in that, because there's a couple of quotes there that they could potentially go ahead and tease, at the very least reveal or tease a brand new Mega Man game as well. We don't necessarily know, but they are talking about it. So there's a lot of things pointing at the right direction. When they're talking about big massive sales, I wouldn't necessarily put Mega Man in that category. Mega Man never really, I don't believe any one of the Mega Man games has ever sold more than 10 million copies. I don't believe Devil May Cry has ever sold more than 10 million copies either. So the only big massive sellers for them are Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and of course now Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter in most recent entries, of course, has crossed that threshold. So as of right now, once again, based on all of the information that they are providing, September 21st, I believe it's 10 a.m. East Coast time, 7 a.m. West Coast time, they will be hosting a digital Capcom Showcase presentation event. All of this information is once again in their official website, on their social media pages. Should be updated later this month, I presume in English, because they are going to be, teasing things heading into that event. Now, Tokyo Game Show itself is going to be relatively big this year because it seems like Gamescom, as of right now, based on Jeff Keighley's very own wording, remember, Jeff Keighley is the host of Gamescom's opening night. he's basically saying they're not going to have any actual major reveals to showcase there, because it's going to be more like updates on aforementioned or games that we already know more about. They're just going to be talking more on them, like Mortal Kombat 1 and stuff like that. So they're not actually expecting major reveals at Gamescom, which leads us to pretty much Tokyo Game Show being the last bastion of big game reveals for 2023, outside from the Game Awards, which is, of course, happening, I believe, in December or something like that. So we're relatively far off from that, but Tokyo Game Show is a month and 3 days away. And this digital presentation event, Capcom is already teasing it for Japanese audiences. We should be expecting major information, at the very least, a teaser. Again, maybe even just a logo for the next mainline Monster Hunter game. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today. Again, link in the description below for all the sources. I like to be as accurate as possible. I've had a lot of people just say mean and mean-spirited things and straight up lies about my channel lately, which I don't necessarily understand where that comes from. But at the end of the day, once again, I try to be as accurate as possible and provide sources outside of me so I can show you guys exactly what it is that I'm talking about and where the information is coming from. If you're brand new to my channel, though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.